All right, what's up, guys? How y'all doing? I'm back with another reaction. So, this video is called World Record Elephant Toothpaste with David. Oh, I think David is one of those guys that's part of the vlog squad. So, yeah, without further ado, let's check it out and see what's going on. Should be funny.
A few months ago, David Dobrik, the Vlog Squad, and myself attempted to break the world record for the largest elephant toothpaste experiment ever. It was totally insane. And now, that experiment is the most viral video of 2019 on TikTok and the fourth most viewed video on TikTok ever. Bonkers. Really, it's crazy to think about. Now, after that video went live, it caused quite a bit of science YouTube drama. Nerd fight! Alright, so I'm going to get super nerdy here, and I'm going to explain exactly how we came up with all the calculations we did to have created the world's largest elephant toothpaste experiment ever. So here's how the reaction actually works. We start with 35% hydrogen peroxide, and we add soap and food coloring dye. We then add a catalyst, potassium iodide in our case. When these two chemicals...
I don't even want to know. Where do they even get the chemicals? Like, that's crazy. Like, where do they find this stuff?
Together, it strips one of the oxygens off of the hydrogen peroxide, which then creates...
They had to run and get out of there. That's crazy.
Oxygen gas. This gas then gets caught in the soap mixture and creates a ton of foam very fast if you use the right catalyst. Now for some record-setting history. In 2018, Science Bob attempted the world record on the Ryan and Kelly show. He used 40 liters of 35% hydrogen peroxide and sodium iodide as a catalyst. The result was 13.5 cubic meters of foam. In August of this year, Mark Rober and Science Bob teamed up to do the elephant toothpaste experiment, and they used 369 liters of hydrogen peroxide and yeast as a catalyst, which produces foam at a much slower rate. Now, in this video, Mark and Science Bob never actually say how many cubic meters of foam they actually produced. Mark says that they were looking to quadruple Science Bob's 2018 record.
If everything goes well, we're hoping to quadruple the amount.
Hey, you know one thing I don't see, man? I don't see no black people doing this. we gotta try this, man. This is crazy. Like, wow.
The current record which you hold.
Which would put that experiment at roughly 54 cubic meters of foam. Now, they did spill over what the container looked like. So maybe more than that by a little bit, but we don't actually know. So the only benchmark that I have is that they, roughly speaking, produced 54 cubic meters of foam. When David and I did our experiment, we used 208 liters of 35% hydrogen peroxide and potassium iodide as a catalyst. Now, we chose these chemicals specifically in order to replicate Science Bob's 2008...
Like... Hold on, we gotta go back. It says, like...
catalyst. Now, we chose these chemicals specifically...
Like, hydrogen peroxide. Like, how do you get 5 gallons of hydrogen peroxide? Like, where do you have to go? So you probably have to call this number right here, right? Or go to this company. Like, he's crazy.
In order to replicate Science Bob's 2018 attempt and then just multiply out his total volumes. We used just over 5 times the amount of chemicals he did, which would give us a total cubic volume of
67.5 times
cubic meters. We also backed up this number by calculating cubic foam from the shape of the foam blob. We measured David's yard and determined a conservative pyramidal volume based off of the area and height of the foam. So how did Mark and Science Bob use almost 10 times the amount of hydrogen peroxide as Science Bob's 2018 attempt, but only achieve 4 times the amount of foam? They used yeast as a catalyst, which produces oxygen at a much slower rate, hence produces foam at a much slower rate. And because the foam is constantly battling decomposition, meaning the little tiny oxygen bubbles are popping at the same time that they're forming, the slower rate of foam production means much less foam overall. Now, in all fairness, they probably chose to do this because potassium iodide and sodium iodide, the two catalysts that produce oxygen the fastest, Also stained
Like it comes out
objects
smoking.
yellow, which can be seen with David Dobrik's.
What the hell? I gotta go back. They did this in somebody's house?
Stain objects yellow, which can be seen with.
They did this in somebody's house, man. This is crazy. Bro, what are these people doing? They're ridiculous.
Dobrik's ceiling. It stained his ceiling yellow for like
Oh
almost
my.
a year.
It stained his ceiling for a year? I know he was pissed. He had to be mad.
And so, because they probably didn't want to stain the pool that they were using, they used yeast, which is totally fair. Now, because we realized looking at a giant blob of foam and trying to guess how many cubic meters of foam is actually there is really difficult. So for that reason, we decided just to put all the numbers to rest and just go insanely big. So for today's experiment, we're using 625 liters of 35% hydrogen peroxide, which is 245 liters more than Mark and Science Bob's last attempt, 15 times more than Science Bob's 2018 attempt, and we're also using potassium iodide, the more potent catalyst. Today is going to be totally insane. First step in this whole process is to clean the giant 500-gallon container. So that's what we're going to be doing right now. Fascinating. And one thing I'd like to say too, because this was on TikTok, the reaction is exothermic, and it's actually quite cold here in LA right now. Cold for LA. And so it looks like there's something rising off of this, the foam, and that's just steam. And so the reaction actually just creates water and oxygen. That's the end result. And so this is a very eco-friendly, very clean experiment. In fact, probably the cleanest experiment we've ever done. Call me Science Lord, you harsh.
Turn it down a little bit.
We've laid out way more plastic than last time because we anticipate this being close to 200 cubic meters of foam. And so we want to give it enough
I just want to know who house they at. Like, this is crazy.
to breathe. And so we've literally plastic wrapped this entire yard except for a little tiny piece of grass over there. But that's because that's where we want to be. So that we got a place to go so the foam doesn't get on us. Hey. You bring a dog?
Yeah, she's not staying. Make that clear to your viewers. The dog is leaving in 15 minutes. This is my friend Elder's dog.
He said the dog is leaving.
This is gonna be bigger and better than ever.
I shall name you Beaker.
Yeah, she's just like perfect.
Good luck today, Dr. Nick.
All right, time for you.
You've merely adopted the dog, but I was born in it.
It's a Beaker, but it's really big.
Definitely
They do that thing on Batman.
It's the number one priority.
Yeah, you gotta dress up. This is crazy.
We want to make sure that we didn't get burned with hydrogen peroxide. So this is the outfit for now.
This is just the new
It
look
can
for 2020.
burn you?
Makes me feel like an astronaut,
These
but I
people
didn't have to go to
crazy.
school for 10 years.
Or space.
Let's cook.
They have on no gloves and it can burn you. Look how many jugs they have. Oh my. This has got to be the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen.
Potassium iodide catalyst dropping device. It is David's lifeguard stand. We put a hinge on the corner here and a support board
Oh my
here
gosh.
with a trash can that's going to hold roughly 24 gallons of the catalyst. And so we're going to have 5 people easing the catalyst into this big giant container to create the world's largest elephant toothpaste experiment ever.
Safety.
Okay, now they have on gloves. I see now they have on gloves.
One of these to water.
Yellow.
Right, Alright, so what we're going to do next, we're going to add the soap. All of those bottles right there should be 29 total. That's it.
What the hell? This the eyes are blue. I bet you have to pay somebody to clean this up.
This is 24. YOLO.
Sweet. Okay, what are we doing?
When these two mix, we basically have 1 second to clear away.
Boring!
We're gonna have 2 people pulling this way, 2 people in back holding. Griffin is going to ease it in so that all the chemicals mix fluidly together all at once. One just needs a black shield as well, and then we're good.
I'm a shield?
Yeah. You should not be dressed like that.
Can I count down?
You can count down. It's gonna be really big. I'm up front, you're up front, you're around back, you're around back that side.
You guys ready? Ready. David, ready? All right, let's do it. In 3, 2, 1, go! Oh my God!
They can't even pull it. Oh my God! Bro, what? They gotta run. He almost got hit. Oh, look. It's all over his house. Look at him. Look at him. What? It is still coming. Like, what? It's still growing.
Oh my God! Dude, it's as big as your house.
You're gonna find me. Everyone, other side.
Other side, other side.
What the?
Oh my God!
Oh yeah.
Like it was good.
Oh my gosh. This thing is ridiculous.
The most insane thing ever.
I didn't know that thing. I didn't know that was gonna happen.
In the sky!
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Oh, it's going everywhere. Oh man. Dude, the foam is actually flying. Is that safe?
Dude, look at this stuff. This is wild.
So, David, about your walls, bro.
Sorry about the house, bud.
And it also doubles as the world's largest slip and slide.
That better come off.
Standing underneath the lifeguard tower. And when it dumped in, it took about a beat, right?
Yeah.
To get going. I'm like, is this a dud? As I'm running, then all of a sudden, green just came above me, and I was just
Insane. Yeah.
it was great.
It
so that's
kept
the world's
going.
largest elephant toothpaste experiment ever. Make sure to comment down below if you've ever seen anything quite like that. David, what were your thoughts, man?
I don't know. I'm starting to go.
Oh, I'm so happy the camera is still alive.
House is, look at it. It's all green.
Oh my gosh.
Like and subscribe. More experiments on this channel. They're gonna be sick.
If you guys like this video, make sure to give us a thumbs up if you have.
All right, look, that's the most craziest thing I saw in my life. Hey, man, but listen, dude. Hey, man, if you like this reaction, man, leave a comment down below. Let me know. If you have any videos you want me to react to, please let me know, and I'll do them. But yeah, this is crazy. I got to try this, man. But anyway, man, remember, like, comment, subscribe, and hey, thanks for watching. Peace.
Goddamn DJ with a rubber.